Hello everyone, welcome to my first makeup tutorial. Yay! Today we're just gonna do my basic everyday makeup look. It's pretty natural. It's like natural glam. Let's get into it. Alright, first off, my hair's already back in a little bun. But I'm gonna be professional and cute and use these little hair clips that just hold your hair back, so you don't get any foundation or anything on your hair. Just keeps it out of your face. Like that. And I'm gonna go I'm gonna start by putting moisturizer on my face. I use Eucerin Daily Hydration Lotion. It's for really dry skin like mine. So I'm just gonna put a little bit because I already put some on today. I mostly put it on my cheeks because I get dry patches right around here. Besides moisturizer, I also like to use this Peter Thomas Roth. There we go. It's a hydration cream, but it's like a water based. So when you put it on, it feels like water and it's like really soft. But I like it because it becomes tacky. So I think this is the best for makeup, especially in all day wear, but either one really works. So next, I'm going to put on this primer. I use No Pore Blem. It's from Touch in Soul. I really like this stuff. I just put it on a finger like that, just a little dab, and rub it in. Oh, it smells so good too. We love a good makeup product that doesn't smell like pure rubbing alcohol. Alright, now that we primed our face, I'm going to put this on today. I don't use this every time I apply my makeup, but it's the NYX Away We Glow Liquid Booster. It just gives you like a radiant glow to your face. That's what it looks like. There we go. And I just put like a few little... I don't put a lot on because it's really kind of potent. So there's my little glow. So next I have acid reflux. Then we get into, I put concealer on first. I use Juvia's Palace. This is what it looks like. In the shade 19. It's pretty light. So I just apply it like that. And I go in with my beauty sponge and just kind of blend it out. Buff it. And also with the excess on the sponge, I go in on my eyes and just blend it all over the lid and up to my eyebrow. Just because later on I'm going to put eyeshadow on, and I use concealer for my base. Or if you want to be bougie, you can use P. Louise. I love this stuff. It's like a concealer for your eyelids. This is a lot more expensive than a regular concealer. So, I mean, if you want to be all out there, this is more for like rainbow colored eyeshadow. Now that my concealer is on, it's like half and half of the time I use foundation. I'm not going to today because I'm trying to conserve my products here. Ulta is not open. So on a regular basis, I use Born This Way. I just started using this and it's really good. It's by Too Faced. This is what it looks like. Yep, there it goes. And I use the shade Ivory. Next I go into setting powder. I use three different ones actually. I use either Airspun or Beauty Bakery. Or I recently just got this Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder. So sometimes I'll use that. Today I'm going to use my Airspun. I really try to use cruelty-free products. I don't believe they are, but they're probably like the only thing I have that isn't cruelty-free. I either go in with my brush for this or use my beauty sponge, and I'll use like this half of it. I just pat it under my eyes. Whatever's left I'll put on my chin. And the little trick I learned is use the edge right here of your beauty sponge and go like this right there. So it makes a line for your eyeshadow. This will help your eyeshadow not transfer to places you don't want it. Like you want that, you don't want your eyeshadow like blending down here when you're trying to blend it in a nice clean line. So that's a little trick. And then just leave it like that. Alright, next I'm going to go into my brows. I use the Jeffree Star Morphe brow brush. And I use Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Looks like that. And I use the shade Taupe. So I just go in with a little bit of that. I go in kind of at an angle like this and kind of just brush little lines at first. And then I'll kind of go on the corner after I kind of get my guideline and just fill. So from here, once you have your little baseline in your tail, you can kind of just brush up and fill in as needed. And then what you want to do is kind of brush it like this and blend. And I kind of just like wiggle it back and forth, especially right here in the front. If I do have time, I will go back in with the concealer and use this brush from Jaclyn Hill Morphe. It's the JH41 brush, and kind of just go in with a little bit of concealer. You don't need a lot. And I'll really only just touch up the bottom and make it more sharper. Alright, so now that my brows are done, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow. On a daily basis, I just use my Soft Blend palette by Anastasia. So the transition shade that I'm going to go in with is Burnt Orange. It's this one right here. As you can see, I use it a lot. I need to get a new one. So I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush, the JH30. It looks like this. And I'm really just going to put it right here, right in my crease, and just kind of blend it. I'm just going to use that shade for a transition shade. So I'm going to go in a little more with it. And what you want to do is just kind of blend it up a little bit, so it's not a really harsh line. Why can't I breathe today? Fuck. Next I'm going to go in with the shade Rustic. That shade right there. And I'm kind of going to blend it with this shade over here, Cyrus Umber. So I'm just going to take my Morphe M505 brush and just kind of dab each one. I'm literally just like going like that. And you want to tap off the excess because it will be way too dark if you don't. And so with this, I'm just going to go all over the lid. So the ending result looks like that. And this is really just like all I do. If you want to be a little more glittery and stuff, I would just use the glistening shade right here. Or you could use Tempera. That's a really nice one. You can always just put it like right here up until the center. So I'm going to do the other eye off camera. So there are my nice blended eyelids. What I do after those are done, I just take like a little brush like this. I think this is an Eco Tool brush. It's just so I can get under right here on my waterline. I usually go in with Rustic or Cypress Umber. It depends how dark you want to go. So we'll just go in with Rustic and just go right under the line. It's just to add depth and make you not look like a zombie, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so now that the eyeshadow is all finished, I usually go right into contouring and highlighting. The two bronzers I use the most, this Too Faced one, the Chocolate Soil, and this one's in medium deep matte bronzer. It smells really good too. If I want to go a little darker and be a little more bronzy, I'll go in with this Morphe bronzer in the shade Originator. And these are pretty new. I think they came out last year, but I really like them. They're a little more orangey than this one, if you can't tell. So today I'm going to go in with the Morphe, and what I use to contour my face with is this IT Cosmetics brush. What you want to use to contour your face with is any brush with an angle like this. And then what you want to do is go right here, and I kind of just make a little half circle like that. Just really blend it in. And I kind of just dab my cheeks a little bit just so it kind of blends up. Have any of you ever seen Happy Gilmore? That's all I can think about when I do makeup, especially contouring. If you've seen it, there's like a scene where, I forgot the actor, but he teaches Adam Sandler to golf at a mini golf course, and he goes, just tap it in, tap it in. So that's my advice to all of you. Just tap it in. Just like that, just tap it in. And then with my forehead, I have a pretty big forehead, so I feel like I go overboard with the bronzing. If you got a big forehead, work with it. And next I go in with my It Cosmetics brush, just kind of like a flat blending brush. I don't know if you can see it. And I will go right in my nose with this and under my lip. It really depends on how snatched you want your nose. I like to have it really snatched. So I'll go pretty close to the bone, to the center of my nose, like that. And then I'll go in again and just get my tip. I'll just go in under my lip like this. So what this does is give you a little more shadow. It makes your lips appear bigger, which I like. If I have time, I'll do it to the top, just like kind of on the side, like that. Some people do it with cream contour instead. I don't really like cream contour. Also, if any of that appears too dark for you, you can take your brush that you used for setting powder, dab that and kind of lightly go over it and it will lighten it up. I go in with my bronzer again and just kind of outline my jaw. And then I'll blend it down. And I get behind my ear like this. Next I'm going to go in with my blush. Recently I've been kind of dabbling in cream blush. I usually do that before I put any powder on my face, which I kind of didn't do today, so I'm not going to use it. But usually I'll use this one. It's the Clinique. And it's called One Amped Up Apple. It's the Chubby Stick Cheek Color Balm. This stuff works really pretty nicely. It really blends easily. Today I'm going to go in with my Milani blush. Focused. And this is the shade Rose d'Oro number 2. Just take that and I take this brush, a little fan brush. I think this is Eco Tools as well. And then I'll just kind of brush it on like that. Tap off some excess and really just focus on like the apples of my cheeks. If you don't feel like you have enough, just go back in and keep going, like layer it on. And I'll put some on my forehead too. And then I'm gonna go in with my NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. Looks like that. And I just put like a little bit on my brows, not too much. I just kind of quickly go over them. So at this point, I just take my brush that I use for setting powder and I will just like clean off the excess setting powder on my face. And then I'll just kind of go over the spots that don't have any powder or anything on them and just kind of blend it. So next I'm going to go in with my highlight. A lot of the times I use my Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter. I use the Sarcophagus shade. As you can see, it took a few hits to the palette. It's a damn shame. Anyway, so I take my, I really don't know what brush this is. The company name kind of wore off, so it looks like this. It used to be more pinched. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I just use the side of it like that. And I just kind of dab it in. Brush that off. And again, just like the contour, I just make a little like half moon shape on my face. I'll do the same to the other side. And then I'll put like a little on my temples right here. Just a little shine on my nose, I don't want too much. And then what I do is I take my Morphe M124 brush. And I'll go in with the same color. Kind of go on my Cupid's bow right here. Just give that a little shine. We love a good Cupid bow. Highlight it. And then I'll take the same brush and go like in the corner of my eyes right here and just give a little shine. And then I go in and go right on my little arch right here on my eyebrow, and I'll put a little highlight there too. Also, another highlighter I use is Becca. I use the shade Champagne Pop. Looks like this one. Also, if you want to make your contour a little more exaggerated, you can use your sponge, this side again, put setting powder on it, and just kind of, I'll just go like this and kind of work it in right there. You can take the edge and kind of cut it, just like that. And you can let that sit for like a few minutes. Also for highlighter, if you're looking for something a little more transparent, you can get Bare Minerals Invisible Glow. I have the shade Fair to Light. This looks like this. It really is invisible. I shit you not. It's pretty transparent to me. Alright, so next I'm going to put my mascara on. I just started using the Voluminous Lash Paradise. Looks like that. Or if I really want to, I use my Scott Barnes mascara. It's the Pumped Up. But I really only use this for like special occasions because it's expensive. And you know what? Scott Barnes only deserves to be used in special occasions. So I just curl my lashes real quick. Then go in with my mascara. God. Right back. Oh my god. Brush off any excess setting powder. I forgot to do that one time and I went to work and no one told me that I had little lines of setting powder on my face. I've been really trying to put lipstick on when I go out and have a full face of makeup on. I usually just go in with a natural shade like a nude or pink. For lip liners, I usually use the Morphe Backseat Love. This came in like a lip trio. Or I will use my KAB lip liner in the shade Sugar and Spice. But this one's Peach Cobbler because I lost my Sugar and Spice one. So sad. I either use the Morphe one that goes with this, or I have mostly been using this KAB one. This is the Sugar and Spice matte lipstick. I used to only use liquid lipsticks, but KAB Cosmetics really changed my life. I love it so much. They're the best brand. That and Morphe. I really like Morphe's liquid lipsticks. So I'm gonna use my Morphe lip liner. With my lip liner, I always go from the corner in. For me, it works out better that way. And then what I like to do with my lip liner is I go in on the corners on both top and bottom. I don't know where I learned this technique from. I just kind of went with it. And then I will go in with my lipstick. Again, I'm using Sugar and Spice by KAB. And then I'll kind of just like, I either like dab it. Okay, so Cab lipsticks come with a kit if you choose to buy one. It will come with this lipstick, a lip gloss, a lip liner, and a lip liner sharpener. So I usually don't use the lip gloss. I'll put a little bit on just so you can see. This is the Sugar Spice as well. If I use any lip gloss, it's literally that much. I can't use a lot. Alright, so when you're all done with your makeup, I use the Morphe setting spray. And I just kind of spray all over. And then if you're the type of person that can't leave the house without lashes, I would recommend Lily lashes. I always use the Everyday Natural Lash. They look like this. These ones are really nice, but if you don't feel like ordering offline, or if you don't have a Sephora that has Lily lashes, which I don't, you can always go to Ulta and pick up the Eyelure lashes. They have like a set of 3. I don't have them because I just ran out. And for lash glue, I use the Duo, the dark tone. And that's basically it. This is my everyday makeup look. If you enjoyed it, please comment down below and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be trying to make new videos every Monday. Comment down below if you want to see any specific makeup looks or have any questions or want to see a specific part of the face that you would like to have more emphasis on and how to complete in your daily makeup routine. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. This is my professional beauty page, Blonde Ambition MUA. And you can also follow me on my personal page. If you're an avid TikTok user, follow me on TikTok because I'm on there too. Look at that. Everything will be linked down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.